Now it's late August in Seoul. Temperatures have gone down, not as humid as before. If you come to Korea, really come either in September or mid-April. That's when the weather is like, just spot on. Today I'm going to talk about how to make friends in Korea or all over the world. I have friends and people I know in many countries. Luckily, when I was little, my parents took me to a lot of places. Family gatherings, and you have to know Asian family gatherings, there are a lot of people, like 30 to 50 people, or Buddhist retreat, or Vietnamese festivals. So every time I went somewhere, I had to make friends really quickly because otherwise it would be a very boring weekend. When I was younger, I was really shy and I needed some time to warm up to people, and I also didn't speak much. So what I did then was I just followed a group of people my age. I just sat there quietly, watched them until someone acknowledged me and asked about me. And I'm really grateful for those older brothers and sisters who integrated me into that group. I was not alone and I had fun the weekend. My traveling these days is all about meeting new people because I believe meeting new people brings new opportunities. Let me tell you a story about my friend Yuto. He's Japanese and we met in Taiwan in 2015. So I arrived at this guest house and then suddenly a Japanese guy ran up to me. He looked so lost and he started speaking to me in Japanese. I pulled out my anime Japanese and said, "Chotomate kudasai," and pulled out Google Translate. I told him, "Here, write down what you want to say." And then the next 3 weeks we spent in Taiwan together, we communicated only through Google Translate. And we had so much fun. Went back to Japan, I went back to Germany. We kept in touch a little bit after, but then there was a silence and we haven't kept in touch for maybe like 4 years. So when I decided to go to Japan, I was like, hey, I know someone in Japan. I hit him up, hey, you remember me? I'm going to Japan, let's meet. And he's like, of course, let's do it. So when we met again in Japan 4 years later, he told me I changed his life. I was like, what did I do? I didn't do anything special. We just hung out and had fun together. But for him, who traveled alone to a foreign country without knowing the language and being the first time abroad on a solo trip, like this small helping gesture affected his life I didn't know about. By integrating him into the group and having fun together and talking through Google Translate was a life-changing moment, and it affected him afterwards. So then when I visit Japan, he earnestly showed me around his town. We went to really good food. He introduced me to his family and friends, and I just had a blast in Japan. His mother came up to me and saying, hey, Kim, you saved Yuto's life. It's like, I didn't do anything. We just had fun and hang out. It was adorable. And that's what I actually do in all the countries I do visit, because I visit countries I already know someone, I have a friend there. So I'm like, hey, whenever you go visit, you can hit them up, even though it's been like 5, 6, or 10 years that you haven't spoken to. But you have to know, emotions don't change. You can forget a memory or what you talked about, but the emotions and the feelings you have for another person, it will stay forever. So once you meet up again, it's like, oh, we've just met yesterday, right? Even though it's been 10, 20 years, you never know. So I make friends in different countries, from different countries, and whenever I want to meet them, I just hit them up. So here's how I make friends and meet new people all over the world. Guest houses are a really good option to meet new people. Everyone who stays as a guest house or share house, they're really open to meet new people. Go to the common area, you see someone and ask them, hey, where are you from? That's simple. For me, another place I meet people is the MMA gym, or just another hobby. Let's say you dance, you fight, you do skateboarding, snowboarding, play tennis, basketball. Those are all activities where you can meet people very easily because you don't need the language. You communicate through the activity you do. For example, when I do kickboxing or jiu-jitsu, I don't need to speak the language. I show it by my actions, and when we spar and fight each other for like 3 minutes around, you create a bond without even talking, but you experience a bond that's actually much deeper than when you talk. And people are naturally curious about you because you come from a foreign place. You can use apps before visiting a country. I just chat with people from the country. When you hit it off online, nothing will change when you meet offline. Friends introduce me to their friends. So I'm lucky enough to have my friends introduce me to their friends and they become my friends. So actually I don't do much. I just be fun around people, give up my positive vibe that they want to share with their friends so they meet me. Be very grateful if your friend introduce them to their friends because it's like taking you to their inner circle, and that's not what a lot of people do. The last option would be a night out. Like you go out drinking, you go dancing, clubbing, and because I love dancing, I go into the club, and when I hit the dance floor, I'm on. People hyping me up, buy me drinks, just have fun together, right? It's all about fun. And when you go out, when it's a bit quieter and the music is not too loud, then you can talk and then you build the connection there. That's how I meet new people and also learn a lot culturally. Sometimes you have to be a little bit uncomfortable to break out of your comfort zone and make a new experience. Life is all about experience. You need to experience new things constantly. Otherwise, you'll be in the same pattern, you live the same cycle, and it gets boring. And then you wonder why you are depressed, because you need new input. We as humans are advanced because every day we try to challenge ourselves to become better. And we need that. If we don't do that, we just succumb and our mind and mental and physical health just deteriorates. We just get sick. Do you have other ways to meet new people? Write it in a comment below. And if you have tried one of those methods before, write it in the comment below. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel, activate the notification bell so you don't miss out on anything. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. And mosquitoes, Alter, shit. Ah.